There we go. That's that step done. The final step we're going to be doing now is that chest plate that we've got on some of them, and for that we're going to be using and I'm just going to give this an extra long shake, dark wood. There we are. I don't want to be using too many of the same shades and same tones, even though they are supposed to be desert dwellers. I don't want them all grey, blacks, that kind of thing. I want a little bit more of a different colour. When we get the metallics on here as well, that's going to show a lot more, shall we say, detail, for want of a better word. Also about to miss a tube until I remembered what I was actually painting. Yeah, leave it at that, and I think here's where I start doing them. Nope, there is a tube there. Next one is the one where I start doing them, so I've got them from there onwards. And we'll go back to the hardened leather. I've seen a couple of spaces. I'm not going to clear this off. I'll just turn it round so I know which one to use. Let's just go back and make sure that I've got everything done. Yep. That is, nope. I'm going to go over these areas with this hardened leather as well, just to give it a different tone. You may have heard or you may have noticed if you've watched the videos from the bikers that I did for the Orlok gang, a little noise in the background, and me saying hello, hello, hello. That was our cat Freya. We only have one cat left. We lost a cat. We lost our lovely little Amber just over a week ago. We took her to the vets and found out that she had very large growth in her abdomen, and rather than put her through any more discomfort and whatever and try and get tests done and that, we thought it's best for her to say our farewells. We were obviously incredibly upset, because Amber was a little mischievous so-and-so. She was the one who kept doing the escapology attempts and trying to get out of the flat. She's always been brought up as a house cat, but she's always trying to make a bid for freedom. But saying that, she's out for about half an hour at the very most, and then she comes back. But as I say, yeah, she was a lovely little dear, so full of mischief, so full of life. And as I say, we had to just say goodbye to her. She'd stopped eating. She was just basically struggling. We could see she was struggling, and it was the best thing for her. You know, she'd lost her get up and go. She was sleeping a lot. She wasn't, as I said, she wasn't eating very much. And it was heartbreaking seeing her how she was, to how she ended up, to how she used to be. She would always come running and jump on my knee as soon as I sat down. And I miss her so much. Well, she was one of Ali's cats. When I met Ali, she had 3 cats: Freya, Fifi, and Amber. We lost Fifi before she moved in, or before we moved into here. Or rather, we lost Fifi in 2020. She, again, cancerous growths. She went down to skin and bone. There was nothing to her. And again, it was just a case of saying goodbye, the right thing to do. And you can hopefully hear Freya in the background at the moment. It sounds as though she's shouting hello. Hello, Freya, I'm here. Hello, what are you doing? I'm going to go in a minute and put some food out for her. She's probably hungry. But yeah, it's sad when it happens, but we have to look at the best, do the best for them. You know, that's the thing, is when you're a guardian of an animal, they must come first. Their comfort, their well-being must come first. They can't do anything about it themselves. They can't tell you how they're feeling. But what we can do is just keep an eye on them, make sure we know their behaviour, make sure we know their habits, and then we can do something about it when the worst comes to the worst. And when the worst does come to the worst, the least we can do is be there with them. They won't be frightened. They will be looking for comforts. They will be looking for a familiar face. And we've been there for each of our fur babies when they've breathed their last. When they breathed their last. And we have both cried at the loss, and we both miss our fur babies. But the thing is, we still want more. I've gone through a few animals over the years. Hamsters, mice, 5 cats and 1 remaining. We had 2 cats in my previous marriage, and inherited 2 from Ali. Not inherited, adopted 2 with Ali, being with Ali. And then there was Laddie, who I still miss every day. It's still so fresh in my mind the day he went. And you know, sometimes losing a pet has a very deep emotional effect on you, and it did with me with losing Larry. But again, it was time for him. Ah well. Anyway, let's change the subject into something a little less morbid. Freya at the moment is shouting. I've done what I can here for the time being. What I will do now is leave these to dry. Then, as I said, I'm going to blast them over with a coat of varnish, and then we can come back to them and continue with the paint scheme. There'll be bits I've missed that I need to go back to. So I'm going to sort out Freya. I'm going to make myself some to eat and have a drink, and then I'm going to come back and check them. And if I have missed any, I'll do them off camera. Right, we're back, and we're going to carry on with these little fellas. Now then, how have I done these? Okay, so yes, I know what paint I used for the majority of it, and it's out of the set that the Emmy painter sent me to try out and review, the metallic set. And once it's finished, problem is with these, you have to give them a damn good shake, otherwise it just comes out incredibly watery and there's no pigment to it, or no shine to it. Evil Chrome is what we've used for this step. So I'll pop some of this out here and pop that there, and we'll get on with this. There we are. Okay, now what we're doing is just picking out certain areas of this, not picking out everything. There are some places that I don't know what's going on, but I'll get some very weird noises occurring, and it's not me, it's nothing to do with this flat, it's someone outside. So if you do hear any banging or drilling, I do apologise for that. I will try my best to cut it all out. But yeah, we will just go over these areas with this colour, and as you can tell, I'm not putting anything under this. I want this to be quite a bright variant of metal. That's that one, and that one. That one doesn't have the big tank, but what we can do is this piece of metal here, we can go over it with this as well, and that will do. Now we have this part, and again, trying to be as careful as we can get. We're just going around these. Banking started again. Don't know what the hell they're hammering, but they're doing a lot of it. There we go, that's that bit done, and that bit done. Now we'll go on to the sword, and we'll do this bit of the sword. There we go. We will also do this bit. and we'll do, oops, let's just get, and so we'll do this part as well. And the bit at the bottom. And you may have noticed I've not gone over and tried to go into that crevice there because I don't want to. I've just realised that's another tank, so I need to go back into that black into that dark grey wash to do that bit. And I'll do the end caps here. I don't know what these things are supposed to be. Again, I said earlier, I don't do 40k or Games Workshop stuff usually. It's not my cup of tea. I do like the minis, I just don't like the games terribly well. Some of them okay, but majority, no, not for me. So if anybody can let me know what some of these things are supposed to be, it would be interesting to find. It'd be interesting to find out. Not going to make me want to play the games anymore, but it's just a little something that I find I can actually identify what things are that I'm supposed to be painting. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm looking at. And next we'll do that bit, and that bit. There we go, and there we go. In fact, bigger it. That's not the colour I wanted for there, but never mind. It's done, I'll paint over it later. Okay, so that's it for what I'm going to do with this colour. Pop you there, and then we'll move over to these. Now again, because I'm doing specific things on these, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. In fact, what I'm going to do is speed this up, but at least you can see what I'm actually doing. Okay, so here we go. There you go. Right, oops. Let me try and glue this thing on again. Bear with me. so I'll come back to that one a little later because I'm having issues. So I'll let that one dry and settle for a bit.